right, we're gonna get into a transition drill now. So now we're getting max loading onto our slings. The sling from the lat to the front hip. And we're gonna extend that sling down through this toe and then all the way up through this arm. So it's gonna go from the lat all the way up and end into the wrist. So the only way to do that is as we're stretching this sling, the maximum stretch going back this way is going to happen by starting forwards the other way. So that's going to engage this sling as well as start to get the sling of my arm into it as well. So the way this happens is the arm has to be loose and trailing behind. So the main sling is still in our core, but that max load is helping it load into the other slings. And we've got this board on the ground that's a teeter-totter going back and forth to see how the pressure is going to change, how that helps us load our slings. So I've got alignment rod here. I'm going to my trail arm, and what I'm doing is going front, back, letting it trail, and I'm getting the force down into this front side, kind of collapsing the slings and then rotating it through. So this arm is trailing behind, I'm feeling it in the lat and up the sling into the wrist, getting some flexion there as it goes through. So we're gonna do this with some speed now. I really wanna feel that whoosh through the ball. So going back, it's trailing behind and we're getting that speed. We're hearing the whoosh out in front of us. That's when we know we've transitioned properly. Max load on the slings, extending into the slings all the way up from my fingers to my toes. And we get some good whip with the club through the slings. That's the end of the chain of our slingshots for the transition.